Hey guys, welcome back. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to build an enemy AI using Behavior Tree. But before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications on when new content drops. Alright, first we want to create a Behavior Tree. So let's open up our content drawer. Let's right click, go up to Artificial Intelligence, and click on Behavior Tree. And we'll just name that BT_AI. Now we want to create a Blackboard, so we'll right click, go to Artificial Intelligence, and just under Behavior Tree, you'll see Blackboard. And we'll do BB_AI. And now we want to open up our Behavior Tree. And over in your Details panel, your Behavior Tree dropdown, we just want to make sure we want to select our Blackboard AI that we just created as the Blackboard asset. So we want to come to our root, and right here on the bottom we want to drag out and choose the selector. And this is pretty much a branch. This will determine which route it needs to take. We'll drag out from selector over here towards the left side. And one thing about behavior trees, they always move left to right. And you'll even see the numbers in the corners of the nodes that will tell you basically what order it's going to work in. So we'll drag out and we'll choose a sequence. We'll come over here and we'll just name it Look Around. Now we want to drag from the selector to the right of that one. And we'll choose another sequence. And we'll just name this one Chase Player. And as you can see, after I added those, you see the one over here and the two over here. That shows you what order it's going to work in. Now we want to go up to come up to new task, create a new folder and name it tasks. I already have that part done. We'll open it up. And then for the name, I'll just name it Walk Around. Come over here to our function, override, click the drop down, and we'll just select Receive Execute AI. From Receive Execute AI, we will select a AI Move To node. That'll be this one right here. From Controlled Pawn, we'll go to pawn of our AI Move To node. From our destination, we'll drag off and we will get random reachable point and radius. In our radius in here, we will just make it 1000. And then in our AI Move To node, we'll make our acceptance radius, we'll just do 120. Now on success of our AI Move To node, we will get a Finish Execute node. And then just select success and check that box. Okay, one thing I forgot to do. We need to come off our Controlled Pawn pin. And we need to get actor location. And just plug that into our get random reachable point and radius. And now we will compile and save. Let's go back to our behavior tree. And we'll drag out of this look around node. And we will just select walk around task that we just made. Now after the walk around task, to the right of it, we will drag off and we'll select a wait node. And we'll make the wait time 5 seconds. And I like to change the random deviation and make it 2 seconds. So as you can see here, the wait is 5 seconds plus or minus 2 seconds. So basically, the AI is going to walk around. He's going to find a random point. He's going to go to it. When he gets there, he's going to wait this 5 seconds plus or minus 2 seconds. So basically, anywhere between 3 and 7 seconds, he'll wait. And because we don't have anything set up over here, he's just going to go back to the walk around. He's going to walk to a point. He's going to wait 3 to 7 seconds. He's going to walk to another point, 3 to 7 seconds, and it'll just do that repeatedly right now. Now we want to go to our content drawer. And we want to create a blueprint class. We want to make him a character. And we'll just name it BP AI. This is going to be our AI character. So we'll open this up. We'll go to our mesh. And we want to select our Manny mesh. Now by default, it's always going to pop up like this. So I just come over here and type in -88 for the Z location. And then -90 for the Z rotation. And now he'll be oriented the way he needs to be. We'll just compile and save that. Let's go back to our content drawer. We want to go to blueprint class. And we're going to make an AI controller. So we want to come down here and select this all classes drop down and just type in AI. And right down here, you'll see AI controller. And we'll just select that. Click select. And we'll just name this BP_AI controller. And we'll open up the AI controller. We'll go to the event graph. We can get rid of event tick here. And off of event begin play, we want to run behavior tree. And we just want to select the behavior tree that we made, BT_AI. Compile and save that. We'll just close out of that. We'll go back into our AI character. Go to class defaults. And over in the details panel, we want to find our pawn dropdown. And for AI controller class, we'll click that dropdown and we will select our BP_AI controller. Just above this, you'll see auto possess AI placed in world. We want to select that and we want to actually put placed in world or spawned. Then we're going to go to our map. Let's just drag our BP AI out onto the map. We want to come up here to the add and we want to add a volume and we want to add a nav mesh bounds volume. And then we'll just come over here, make sure we lock our scale and just type in 50 and that'll make the box big enough to cover this whole map. Now we want to open up our AI character, select self, just type in yaw. And we want to disable use controller rotation yaw. And now we want to click on character movement. And we'll just type in rotation. And we want to select use controller desired rotation. And another thing I'll do while I'm in here is we'll go to max and we'll change our max walk speed to 450. And now let's compile and save that. Let's go back to our map and let's play it. And you can see him walking around. He waits 3 to 7 seconds. On to the next one. Great. So now I'm going to open up the AI character again. And And I'm actually going to make this minus 89 because I could see that his feet were just slightly hovered above the ground. So now let's go into our content drawer and let's create a blend space 1D. So we'll go to animation, legacy, blend space 1D, select our skeletal mesh, our mannequin, and we'll just name this AI blend space. We'll open that up. First thing we want to do is change our horizontal axis to speed and make the max axis value 600. Now this is where you're going to want your animations. So I'm going to drag in an idle animation. I'm going to drag in a walk animation. I'm going to drag in another walk animation. And then we'll drag in a run animation. Now what I'll do is I'll click on the idle and I'll set the speed to 0. I'll click on the first walk. I'll set that speed to 50. I'll click the second walk, set that one to 250. And for the run, we'll just do 600. Now the reason why I add 2 walk animations, and I can show you real quick, if you hold control and slide your mouse along here, it'll speed it up and you'll see the way it transitions from one to the next. So right now, we're transitioning from idle to walking. And from here to here, it's just the same walk animation. And it's basically more realistic because you can walk slow or you can walk fast. And once you get to a certain speed, which I have set to 250, you'll have to start transitioning more to a run because you'll be going too fast to have a normal walking animation. So that kind of makes it a little more realistic, because if you just have one in the middle here, he'll transition from the idle to the walk here and then instantly start converting and transitioning to the run. But you can have a slow walk and a fast walk, and that's why I like to have 2 of them up there. So let's save that. Go back into our content drawer. This time we are going to create an animation blueprint. Select our mannequin skeleton, create, and we will name that ABP AI. Let's open this up. We're going to want to come over here and we're going to drag in our AI blend space. Drag off of that, type in default. We'll put a default slot here for any time we run around any animation montages. Connect that to the output pose. Right click speed, promote to variable, compile and save. Let's open our event graph. We'll drag off of try get pawn owner and cast to BP AI. Animation to cast. From your as BP AI, we will get velocity. We'll drag off of that and get our vector length. And then we're going to drag our speed out, set it, and then drag our vector length up to the speed, compile and save. Now we can go back to our blueprint AI, select our mesh, come over here, and we will select our ABP AI that we created. And then just disable this post-process blueprint, and it'll go into the animation. Compile and save. Let's open our behavior tree, create a new task. Now we can just click the walk around here and it'll just open up this same screen as before. it doesn't make any difference. You're not overwriting your walk around or your other tasks that you had created. It just brings up this screen. So open up tasks and change the name to Chase Player. It'll open that up. We want to go over to our functions again, our override menu, go down to receive execute AI, and then we will do an AI move to, same as before, from controlled pawn of our execute AI node to the pawn pin on the AI move to node. Now we want to drag off a target actor and we will get player character. On success, we want to finish execute, and don't forget to check success here. Compile and save. Open up our behavior tree, and we'll drag from chase player and select our task chase player. As you can see, every time we add a new one, it changes the numbers. So before it was 0, 1, 2. Well, now it's 0, 1, 2, 3, then 4 over here, then 5. Because it always works left to right. You can see if I drag this chase player over here to the left side of this, it makes this 1 and this one 2, changes this one to 3. So it does matter where you place them on this tree. All right, now let's right click on our look around node and we'll add a decorator. And we want to make it a Blackboard decorator. Now what this does is it's basically adding conditions for whether it goes into this one or this one. And that's what we're doing now. So we'll right click, add decorator, Blackboard, select where it says Blackboard base condition. Observer aborts, we'll put that at self. Now we want to open our Blackboard by just clicking Blackboard up here. And we want to add a new key. And I'll show you why we're doing this now. All right, so if we go to behavior tree, click on Blackboard base condition. If we look under Blackboard key, we just see self actor here. So if we go over here to Blackboard, create a new key, make it a Boolean, and we'll just do scene player. And we'll leave it all just how it is. We'll save that. We'll go back to our behavior tree. Click on this Blackboard base condition. And now when we click this drop down, we have that key we just made in here. We'll just select that. Now we want scene player. If he's just walking around and patrolling, would mean he hasn't seen the player. So we want this to be is not set. We'll drag this over a little bit. Now we're going to come over to chase player, right click, add decorator, Blackboard decorator just like before. We'll select it. Observer reports will be self. Now we want the key query to be is set, because if he's chasing the player, that means he has seen them. And we'll make that Blackboard key scene player. We'll save that. Now we're going to open up our AI character. Go to our viewport, because now we want him to be able to see the player. So we need to add a pawn sensing component. And we'll come over here and we will set our sight radius to, we'll do 800. And we want our peripheral vision angle to be about 70. Now we want to scroll down and find our on C pawn event and just select that. So now we want to drag off of the pawn pin and cast to our player character. And now we want to right click just below that, get AI controller. From controlled actor, we just want to drag off of that and type in self, get a reference to self. From get AI controller, we want to get Blackboard, the function. Now we want to drag off of this and we want to set value as bool. We'll just connect our cast to the set value as bool node. Let's drag these down just a little bit. And now under key name, we want to drag off and we want to make literal name. We want this make literal name to be exactly the same as the Blackboard key that we just made. If it's not the same, it won't work. So the best way to do that, so you know there's no chance of messing anything up, let's go back to our behavior tree, go to our Blackboard, type on our scene player key, and come over here to entry name. We'll just select that and we'll copy it. And we'll go back to our AI graph. And we'll click on there and we will just paste it in there. Hit enter. And in our bool value, we want to check this. All right, so now that's all we need to do. Compile, save. Go to our first person map, play. Right now he's just roaming around, walking around. Not within his vision, but now that he sees us, he's going to chase us. Now we don't have any montages set up, so he's not attacking us or anything, but if you do want to learn how to do that, my other AI enemy tutorial, I will link it to this video, will show you how to add animation montages so he will attack you when he catches you. Comment down below with what you want to see next. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.